Welcome to the Table for Two show. I'm Jane.
And I'm Phil.
And we're still here showing you some really cool games. Today we are going to show you a game by Asmodee called Legendary Inventors. Phil actually picked this game up at a game store up in Wisconsin called Rockhead, a really cool little shop. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, it looks okay, let's take a look at it. And then when we played it, I was like, ooh, I really like this game. You know us, we like all sorts of games, so we put it on the shelf, we like it, and here we are. 2 to 5 players, by the way. Of course, we're playing with 2. It says it takes about 40 minutes. It took us a little less than that, but I think if you have 5 players, you're definitely going to take a little more time on playing the game. Phil's going to explain a little bit about the setup first, and then we'll get right into it.
Well, I'm glad she liked it, because I like these kind of games. You know, actual history, real inventors, all the way from like Archimedes, all the way to Einstein, so...
Who's Einstein?
Pretty cool.
Ah, just
Einstein.
Just kidding.
I think he started a bagel chain or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds good. Let's go get some bagels.
So let me talk a little bit about setup.
Set it up. Set it up for us.
We each get 4 inventors. They're all the same color, and they all are kind of all from the same age when we pick them.
So, for example, I have purple.
Purple.
The purple team.
And it got to your hair, too.
I just thought I'd go with the whole theme of my purple team. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I went with red. Well, red's my favorite color, which is kind of cool. But I like the inventors that were in the set of red, too.
Yeah. And then each team gets their own set of cubes that also match the color of the team.
Yep, which we'll be showing how you use those.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Here's your team and here's your color. Remember what I did was, I have little baggies for the other ones. Blue team. So if you have friends come over, just go, here's your bag. You're green.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Whatever color they are.
And then you see these 3 decks here, which represent 3 ages of inventions. So we're going to draw from those, and what we're going to do with those is we're going to draw 5 in our case. It's the number of players.
2 of us.
Plus 3.
So if you have 5 players, you'll draw 8 cards. You know,
exactly.
Math.
So let me get those.
Oh, I can do math.
And that's one of the things we need to know. So that's good.
Mathematics in order to invent things.
So let's
we get 5
see
inventions.
What we've got here. 5 inventions. All right.
Now each invention card, here you go. You can do that part too.
And then there are these reward tokens.
They're in a little bag. You shuffle them up.
Yep. Shuffle them up, and you put 2 on each invention. Regardless of how many players there are, that's what they get. It's a little tricky because they all have 1s on the back. There is a reason for that. But in this case, we always want the higher number on
or whatever's not the 1. You want the 1 facing down.
Yeah, unless it only has a 1, but...
No, I don't think any of them do.
I don't think any of them do.
So that one has a coffee cup, because I'm thirsty.
Okay.
Coffee.
Star.
Sounds pretty quick. You just kind of throw on the reward tokens. It's 2 tokens per card.
There we go.
And then these we save for later.
Yep.
Okay. And then we get him.
We've got, and then Leonardo da Vinci. You don't get to play
Leonardo da Vinci.
But he
bobblehead. No.
He represents the first player. So we rolled. Jane got to go first.
I did get the first roll. I did. But you know what this reminds me of? Remember? Well, we were kids. Now I'm not dating us. I'm telling you how old we are. We used to have pencil toppers, like with characters, and you put it on top of your pencil. That's what this reminds me of. But it's supposed to be a bust of Leonardo da Vinci, hence first player.
I remember looking across a classroom and you'd see people writing and you'd see those things waving in the air and like, oh, he's got Popeye, he's got, you know, I'd have Leonardo da Vinci.
No, you would not have Leonardo da Vinci. God bless. But see, setup is very easy. And then we're just ready to play.
Table for 2, table for 2, having fun, playing games, just me and you.
All right, so what's the goal of this game, Philip? After all this setup, it's really easy, but
that's kind of
what's
important.
The point of the game?
The goal of the game? Victory points. But what's cool about this game is there's 4 ways to get them. So there's quite a bit of strategy to that. One of the ways you get them is by collecting inventions. You claim them. That's what these cubes are for. Another way is by getting these tokens. Some have victory points right on the token, so just collect the token as
Yes, you can see the victory points on the card itself, and as Phil mentioned, sometimes the actual token has a victory point.
Third way is collecting runs of inventions. There's a little number over here, and they represent different things like weaponry and transportation and stuff like that. You want to collect a run of those numerically.
But the run has to start with 0.
Yeah.
And that's what was interesting. I didn't get to do that last time around. It's not that easy to collect a run.
But if you can
cards.
collect all the way from like 0 through 5, those points all total together, so they could be worth a lot. And then last but not least, you can improve your inventors.
We'll explain all those as we go along, how you improve the inventors.
But you can see the victory points on those, and they're worth different things. So.
Yeah. So it's 4 different ways to get them. But the thing is, I noticed in our last couple of times playing, we were, if you try to go one way or the other, sometimes you could lose points.
Yeah, the game goes, it goes kind of fast, so you have to be,
you have to think.
You have to have some strategy up front.
You have to think. Well, since I'm first player, and then as we play, we'll explain more about the details of everything Phil just said, the way to get the points. We'll explain those as we go along. So during your turn, on your turn, you take one of 2 actions. It's very easy. Number 1 is you either put one of your inventors to work, and what you're basically trying to do is get the inventions doing that.
You're trying to patent them, as they say.
When you put your inventor to work, you take your card, I'm going to kind of show it here on the table, and you just exhaust it, right? And that way it shows that that guy is at work, he's doing his thing. Antoine over here, we'll talk about who I have here in a little bit. And then, let's say you've exhausted him, and then your next turn, or a couple of turns later, you've got a few inventors exhausted. One of the other actions you can do is refresh your inventors, so that you do all of them at one time, but it's all you can do on that action. So otherwise you can't use them again. So it's pretty, easy. Use your inventor or refresh your inventor, and then decide what you're going to do with them. Now, since I go first, one of the biggest things about when you're using, let me go back to Antoine here. On Antoine, you'll see there's 4 different, for a better word, categories I'll call them, and I always mess these up, so I have them written down so I don't mess them up, I'm not going to lie. Physics, chemistry, mechanics, and math. They all have the same 4, and you have a starting point on each one of those. So I actually have 2, in this case, chemistry, but I don't have any physics or math or mechanics at all on him. But it shows you on the right-hand side if you increase any of those attributes. So for example, if I have 1 physics and 4 chemistry, he doesn't care about mechanics as much, no mechanics, and 1 mathematics. If I actually do that at the end of the game, I'll get 9 additional victory points.
So that kind of represents Antoine Lavoisier's culmination of coming into who he is.
That's why he's the smart one, and I just go points. But what's nice, you'll see these cards are really thick. It's probably hard to see on camera. Very, very thick cards. And you're actually building up the point values it's like a little indented circle. But it's a pretty thick circle. It's not just like a very paper thin. These are very well made. The funny part, I gotta tell a funny part about this story, is there's actually a ton of these, right? So there's, a bunch of them in each color. So there's like the green guys and the yellow guys. But when you punch these cards out of the cardboard and you punch these little cardboards out, I'm keeping them, and I'll explain that. I know I'm not usually one of those people who hoard stuff. I'm not. But I have a bag of all those punch outs, and they're very thick and very well made, and I'm thinking these could be tokens for another game when a game calls for tokens and there are none.
And they have a color to them.
They have a color to them. Cool. But I'm like, I'm keeping these for another. I know they're the throwaway, but they're thick and they're usable. So I'm just pointing that out for those who might buy the game. Don't throw these away, and don't send them to me. But
here you go, Jane. You wanted them.
You can have them, but I think they could be used in something else.
Exactly, they could.
It's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and take a look on how to play. And again, I'm going to start. All right. So on my first turn, I'm actually going to use Ada Lovelace. And if you don't know who Ada Lovelace is, I'd like to explain these as we play a little bit. She was actually like the first programmer. There's actually a program language written after her, and you know all about that because he's a developer.
Called Ada.
He's a developer, yeah.
I don't like it, but it's Ada.
Fair enough. She didn't like you either. So I'm going to actually put Ada to work. Now, Ada has 1 mechanic and 1 math. So I'm going to go ahead and exhaust her. Now, what that means is I look at my inventions on the table, and 1 mechanic and 1 math. So this one here, I could put one of my purple cubes on a mechanic, and I could put one of my purple cubes on a math. So that's going to start to create this invention. Eventually, it will all get filled up, and the invention is then, invented. But the thing about this is different people can put different colors. Now, with 2 players, it's only me and Phil, obviously. But whoever finishes that invention gets to take Mr. Bobblehead here, Leonardo da Vinci. I know he's not a bobblehead. Anyway.
Poor Da Vinci.
Poor Da Vinci. And then whoever has the most cubes on that card gets first pick if they want to either A, take the invention, or B, take one of the 2 tokens into their pool of tokens. Again, with 3 players, you'd have one person each gets 1, but with only 2 players, we only get 1, and then 1 gets thrown away. Basically, we don't use. Yeah. You can't get all 3 basically in the game. So that's a little bit about that. So that's my turn. I basically put Ada to work, and on that, what am I inventing, by the way? I'm inventing the fire beacon.
So remember, this is the first age, so these are really old inventions, but that's kind of cool.
So now it's your turn.
Yep. So I'm going to start with Marie Curie.
Who's she?
Marie Curie. So, you know those all the treatments that exist today for like fighting cancer, radiation therapy and stuff like that. That was Marie Curie. She actually gave her life in a way for radiation therapy and setting up mobile centers across the U.S.
God bless her.
Yeah.
What's she gonna invent now?
Well, she's all about chemistry.
Why are you rolling the cubes?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. I'm going to invent smoke signals. So I've got chemistry and physics, one of each.
All right.
And that's the story of Marie Curie. She also won 2 Nobel Prizes.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to start my own chemistry. Want some chemistry?
I could use some chemistry.
I'm going to have a little wine with my chemistry. This wine, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring my wine out. That's why I was just thinking, when you said chemistry, I was thinking, oh, we need to have some wine. To go with my purple hair, I decided to go with the red wine. Or actually, you're the red team. This is actually, believe it or not, this wine is called red wine. It doesn't say Bordeaux. It doesn't say, you know.
And it doesn't have an inventor theme either.
It just says red wine on the bottle. But no, it's actually got a name. But I thought this would be good for the show, this one, because it's called Fancy Pants. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Fancy Pants wine.
Nice.
And it's a red wine.
Nice. I just like move that over a little bit more.
I like the why. It's not gonna hurt nothing. It's a cute little name of a wine. You should let it sit for a minute. Let it settle.
Oh, it got some air.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I forgot the wine.
And that's good.
Okay, this is the guy's name I can never pronounce. I'm just gonna call him Ant. Antoine
Lavoisier.
Yeah, and I'm French, and you would think Lavoisier. I'm going to put him to work. He's got 2 chemistry. So with the 2 chemistry, I'm going to go ahead over here. Haha. See that? Yeah. And I actually finished that invention.
Well, no, there's one more.
Oh, I thought I finished
one
the invention.
more.
Poo in a handbasket. All right, that's right. All right, so Antoine's just going to hang out and hang. All right, your turn.
Now, can I finish that invention?
Maybe.
I think so.
Merci.
I've got...
Oh, that's thank you. Never mind. We didn't drink the wine yet. I'm
going to take Albert Einstein. Now, Einstein. Let's talk about Einstein for a second. E equals MC
squared.
Oh,
I didn't say what Antoine did.
Oh, no.
He's the father of modern chemistry.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Einstein. Everyone knows E equals MC squared. The whole relationship of light and speed of light versus
He's just smart.
Energy and matter, and very cool. Everybody knows about Einstein. So
he makes that face. He has that picture that goes like this.
He does.
I don't know why.
I think I might have had that as my avatar at some point.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so he's got physics and 1 math.
Oh.
Now, there's already a cube there for physics, so I can't do that. But I can do the math. And of course, you have to do at least 1 cube, otherwise you're not claiming anything. So
now you have totally finished that invention. Now, when somebody finishes an invention, like I mentioned, they get Leonardo da Vinci here. Really, what's nice about that is it makes the, well, in a 2-player game, it doesn't really matter that much. But basically what it says is whoever has the invention, the next person who goes is the person to the left. But there's only 2 of us, so fair enough. But anyway.
That's important. Now, the way these get resolved then is this is patented.
Give me my cubes
because
back.
all the cubes are full. Jane had 2 cubes, I had 3. So that means I get first pick of what I want to take. I can take the invention itself or one of the 2 tokens. I'm going to take the 3
Okay, now explain why you're taking the 3 to the audience so they understand what the point of the 3 is.
So remember we have these slots in here for the 4 different types. What I want to do is eventually upgrade one of these guys, or all of them.
Like whatever his name is, Tesla?
Tesla.
He needs 3 mechanics in order to succeed that. So that's just an example of what you look at to see what needs.
Einstein needs 3 of math and 3 of physics. So I'm just going to go right for the math on him.
Yep.
And I'm overlaying the 1 with the 3. That's why they made these kind of thick. So if you go 2,
so now
3,
he's got that goal for that particular one, but he can now use 3 math. 3 cubes of math, which is kind of cool too.
And then
I get to
pick.
I can either pick the 2 victory points or the invention, which has 1 victory point, but it also has the run number of, I think it's a 2.
And the 2 was, look at what that was. That was communication.
Communications. I think I'm just going to take the 2 victory points into my pool, and then nobody takes the invention, so we're just going to put the invention to the side.
Yeah. So, yep.
All right. Now I get to go next because you're
I have the bust.
It was still my turn, to be fair, but yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let's see what else I can do here. I'm going to put Benjamin Franklin to work. I bet you nobody knows who Benjamin Franklin is, do they? Dude like drafted the Declaration of Independence.
I think I might have a Franklin.
Yeah, if you have a Franklin, you better buy me dinner tonight. But also, you probably all know electricity, as we all know and love. But he's got one physics and he's got 1 mechanic. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the 1 physics and the 1 mechanic on that card, and that's pretty much my turn because that one still needs 1 more physics.
Now you might be wondering, like, why didn't Phil replace that card? They don't get replaced.
Right, that's the one thing. That was the one thing when we first played this game. We're like, oh, do we have to replace that card? Nope, that's not how it works. Because again, if you have 8 players, or I mean 5 players and 8 cards, you know, it's just basically having enough cards to play.
Yeah. So we're basically done with that deck at this point.
It's not a replenishment deck, right? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to
I want
one more to climb that, but do I really want that or do I want that? I'm going to go after.
That's not bad, red wine.
I'm going to take Tesla to work.
You like my purple hair?
I love your purple hair.
Liar. He's lying.
I'm not lying. I'm going to get the 2 mechanical right here because mechanical resonance is a big thing for Tesla.
I don't know if anybody hears that wind outside our window. It would be funny if it's on the camera.
It might be picking up.
Here in Chicagoland, I'll just say it's like whoo outside.
Yeah.
It's like the whole house is blowing down.
Yep.
But it is what it is. So you exhausted one of your guys?
I exhausted Tesla. I'm going to talk about Tesla later.
But why?
Because
isn't that the guy who put the thing in the sky?
There's a point to my story.
Isn't that the guy who put the thing in the sky?
The Tesla coil and stuff, yeah.
No, I mean the car.
No, okay. Tesla is probably not happy about the fact that he's got a car.
I drank way too much wine already. All right. I'm going to exhaust James Watt, or put him to work. He's got 2 mechanics. You can, by the way, even if I had 2 mechanics, I can't go here and here. You can only put it on 1 invention. Just be aware of that as well. And I'm going to choose to put it on this invention, so I'll keep my other cube for right now. And James Watt, in case you care, I forgot what he did, to be honest with you. He made steam engines.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ta-da! Surprise!
Cool. See, you can learn something with this game. Cool.
Well, actually, since you said that really quick, there's actually a book that comes with the book. There's a rule book, obviously, but there's actually the biographies of each one of these guys. So if you're curious, you're like, I don't know who this James Watt dude is. It tells you who he is, so you get to learn. Right.
Of course, there's that thing, the internet thing, that you can look that up, but it's all right in the book.
It's very nicely done in the book.
Yeah, very nicely
so for kids, not that I have any kids, but if you have kids playing this game, it's a great way to learn too.
Yep. So 3 of my guys are exhausted, or 2 guys and girl. A woman are exhausted. I've got Thomas Edison.
Movement.
I've got Thomas Edison left. Now I'm going to use first. I'm going to put a mechanical over here.
Actually, it's more like time's up movement.
And a physics over here. Okay, here's why I waited to talk about Tesla. So Thomas Edison. Well, Edison, record player, the projector, over 1,000 patents in the U.S., 2,300 worldwide. He made a business out of patenting, and he was a really great guy, right? Let's talk about Tesla for a second. Tesla went to work for Edison on power grids and things like that, but Tesla was so stubborn, he created this thing called DC power, and he decided his original invention was the best thing in the world, and he wouldn't listen to Tesla at all. So he reneged on a $50,000 payment to Tesla, because Tesla wanted to do AC power. all this stuff around us today wouldn't be possible with pure DC power. So that's the story of Tesla. He became hated by Edison. They fought with each other. They're probably both angry that I have them on the same team, but that's just the way
I just remembered why I don't really care about this stuff.
And the Tesla coil, it sounds so cool. When
We've
you hear
actually seen the
arc off
Tesla
of it.
coil in the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, and it's pretty kind of cool.
It really is. So.
Anyway, who cares?
All right.
I care. It's my turn. Did you take a turn? You were fussing.
I did. I put
Okay.
my cubes down.
Talking so much, I forgot what was
You
going
watch
on.
out, or I'm going to get the wagon over here, which was invented in
All of a sudden, Phil
3300
knows how to talk.
BC.
It's kind of weird. Okay. All my inventors are exhausted. They're working so hard. So my turn, I am going to refresh all of my inventors. So I'm just turning them back over. I can't do anything else, but that is my turn. All right.
Okay. And guess what? I have to do the same thing.
Ah, okay. All right, so let's see. It looks like I can probably get, yes I can. I'm going to use Benjamin Franklin, of course, and I'm going to use his one physics to complete the fire beacon.
Smart.
And of course, Phil has nothing on that, so that is all mine. So I'm going to go ahead and take all my cubes back. And then I have to make a decision what to do. Now this token, just so you know, this token with a little star, if you are trying to get a run of numbers, oh, thank you very much, a run of numbers, this could act as a placeholder for a number you don't have. I don't really care.
Any of those things.
I'm going to put that away. I'm actually going to take the 2 victory points, and I'm not even going to take the invention.
I wanted the run of numbers, but I didn't put any cubes there, so it's all on me.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Wow, the canoe, that looks kind of cool. No, I'm going to go with Marie Curie again.
All right. What's she curing?
She is...
That's funny, her last name is Curie, and she was curing cancer. Or
Yeah.
trying to cure cancer.
And
somebody would cure
we
it,
actually
wouldn't
we actually measure radiation in microcuries, so kind of cool. I'm going after the cape. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing that this game. You're going to get sick of me.
I'm bored.
But she's trying to claim the cave paintings from 30,000 BC. So.
All right, well, good. All right, with that being said, though, I'm going to play Antoine, with the last name I can never pronounce.
Lavoisier.
Lavoisier. Lavoisier. How do you say it again?
Sorry, Lavoisier.
Lavoisier.
It's like Courvoisier, but it's Lavoisier.
Maybe I have to drink some more wine first. He has 2 chemistry, and guess what? I'm going to finish this one out.
No, you're not.
Oh, I keep
You did
forgetting that
again.
stupid little
You
thing.
forget about math.
I probably big fan of the math. All right, fine. I just put 2 on there.
All right.
Your turn.
Wow, I need somebody with math, and I can get
I
that.
cheat.
Because I don't want you to get a whole invention by yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already in on there. I really got to get this one, or you're going to get... yeah, better do that. So I'm going to take Einstein. Now, one of these, I'm kind of wasting the 3 over here because I only need 1. You don't have to have the exact amount.
No.
You just need at least that many.
All right, so you get that whole thing to yourself.
Yep, so the whole thing. So I'll take my cubes. I'll take the boost. And let's see. Maybe I'll go for the coffee.
Explain what the coffee does.
Yes. So the coffee at any time lets me just refresh everybody.
Without taking an action.
Instead of having to take an action. So I'm just going to set that on the side over
And then
here.
nobody gets any of this.
Nope, nobody gets that.
Goodbye.
Wow, we're not collecting any inventions. What are we doing here?
We're playing the game.
Okay.
Okay. My turn. Well, I am going to use Ada to use her math to go ahead and complete this invention. Well, this is, by the way, the cave paintings.
Yeah, that's the one from 30,000 BC.
I don't know how good that's going to do
Well,
me, but all
somebody
right.
had to invent it.
So I get my cubes back, and you get your. So I get first pick, you get second pick. I'm actually going to. I'm looking really quickly to see. I'm actually going to take the 2 to increase Benjamin Franklin's mechanics to a 2 because that's what he requires to get the points later. So I'm going to do that, and then you get to choose.
Wow, I'd like to have the 2. What do I need here?
And you got to keep mindful of what are they
you
requiring.
gotta think about what you're getting over here.
Maybe sometime today, Phil. Pick
Yeah,
something.
sometime today would be good, right? I'm gonna take the invention.
All right.
Even though it's only a 1, I have a plan.
Now, when you get to the point where there's 1 card remaining, nobody gets that card. It goes bye-bye and back into the garbage pile. Not really garbage pile, but goodbye pile.
Yep.
Then you go on to age 2. So again, we turn over 3 cards and then the 2 for us. I'm gonna do it this way this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna be opposite of you. still 5 cards. As you can see, these cards are a little harder to get. May give us more value as well.
Yep. But we're starting to get a little more recent now, like AD.
Hot air balloon.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. Now, since Phil did get that last one, no, did I get that last one? You got that last one.
I got the last one.
Then you keep the bust.
Yep.
So I get to go next. Most of my guys are actually working. By the way, they stay that way, even if you're going into the second age. They still stay, you know, working or whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exhaust James Watt, put him to work. And he's got 2 mechanics. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the, what looks like a violin. What the heck is that thing? The valet?
The veil?
I don't know how you pronounce that instrument, but it's an instrument.
It looks like a little guitar kind of thing there.
Okay.
So, All right, I'll take Tesla to work here.
Tesla's floating around in the sky.
And go for it. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
Yeah.
We got to put the tokens on these.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're shooting for
That's
here.
right. Bad us.
I'm like, which one's better?
I'm glad you caught it before we actually finish the game.
It would be hard to finish.
So here's the random tokens.
Here.
Oh, that's 2 4s on there. Coffee. Coffee, you say in New York?
Coffee.
I was just in New York for a while, so I get my accent back. Yo, I need some coffee.
Did. She came back saying wall.
I've been in the Midwest for so long, I've lost a lot of it. But then as soon as I go home, I'm like, yo, give me some coffee.
I'm stuck with the
Cup of
Midwest
coffee.
accent.
Now, darn it, where were we now? Did you take your turn?
I did. I just put my, yes.
Right, my turn, I have to refresh. I've got nobody working right. I mean, they're all working, so I have to refresh. All right.
Okay, I'm going to send Edison to work.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's see what I have here.
1 here and 1 here. And I have some coffee. So I'm going to use the coffee.
There goes the coffee.
Bye-bye. We'll get that later.
On the rug.
And I don't have to take a turn to do
You spilled
this.
coffee on the rug.
Great. That'll be a missing part from the game. The cats are going to claim it, I'm sure.
I'm so sure. Okay, I'm going to use, oh gosh, let's see. I don't have very good choices. I'm going to use Benjamin Franklin.
I like Franklin.
No, I don't mean good choices as in people, just good choices as in what to play. Because he's got, well, I'm going to use it because of the 2 mechanics he has. To put that on there.
Okay.
So, and I can't use the light bulb because the physics, because he's already there.
Well, I have to be a little strategic. I'm going to put Einstein to work. Because he's the only one I have
I'm going to
that
put Fancy Pants to work.
has all this math over here. Fancy Pants. I like that name.
Fancy Pants mine.
All right, back
Now
to
we have
you.
cheese. Let's go to Wisconsin after this and get some good cheese.
Yeah, we should do that.
Good cheese in Wisconsin, for those of you who don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put Antoine onto work here because he's got 2 chemistry, but I only need 1 to finish this.
Okay.
All right, so I get Mr. Fancy Pants. No, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes, you get that.
I get
'cause
him.
You claimed it.
And we're actually tied? No, you have more than I do.
I have 4.
All right, so you get to pick first.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have over here? That's a 3. This is. I'm going to take the 4.
Okay, and actually, I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the 4 because Antoine needs 4 to complete one of his goals here. Those goals are hard to get, though.
Yeah.
So nobody's taking the invention again.
I wasn't too smart about that. I'll be smarter about this one.
All right, so you go next.
Well,
Fix my hair.
Marie Curie is a little bit sharper now.
I'm going to wear this to Gen Con this year, I think. A purple wig.
Yeah, why not? So I'm going to go after this hot air balloon right here. So what's that, 1763 invented the hot air balloon? So yeah,
I've never been on a hot air balloon, and I really would like to try it someday.
I'm not sure if I want to do it.
You're Mr. Invention.
I'll do it if you will.
Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe it's like a 5-minute ride. We don't get down quickly.
Okay.
Just in case we don't like it. Oh, get us down.
I'm not really afraid of heights, but things that aren't powered.
No, it's not the heights. It's just the being stuck somewhere. That bothers me more. All right, I'm going to use Ada with her 1 mechanic and her 1 math to kind of go like that. Okay.
Okay. Used him already. I'm going to rest.
Yeah. I'm debating if I should rest or I should use the 1 on that one. Oh, what the heck. I'm going to put Mr. Watt to work. He sounds like he should be the electricity guy.
That's a very good point.
Just saying. He's got 2 mechanics. I only need 1 to put on here. Hence, that one's almost done.
Ooh, I like that you did that.
I know. I'm trying to get something here.
Let's see. Oh, that's got the star token. Okay, well, I'm going to put Einstein back to work. Einstein. I tripped over myself when I said that.
Now I really want a bagel, too, because you said
Einstein's bagels.
Yeah.
There isn't one close to us.
Oh, you finished it. So
I
you get
finished
the head.
it. I get the head. You have 1. I have more than 1.
I get second choice, obviously.
So, do I want coffee or do I want star?
Or do you want the card?
I'm gonna take the card.
You are. Well, I don't have any cards, so this really does me no good to do a run of something, so I'm gonna throw that away, and I'll take the cup of coffee. Coffee. I'll take the coffee cup. Okay.
Well, I got the bus.
I know we explained, just to remind everybody again, why this gets passed back and forth when somebody gets an invention is so that you basically say whoever's left to that player goes next. But it's 2 players, it really is not affecting us that much.
But except
here and
that
there.
you might hypothetically go twice in a row.
Right. It's very rare, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Only thing I can do is refresh my inventors. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn, bub.
Yeah.
Nobody
let's
seems to want to
see.
build the pigeon post.
Yeah, well, Tesla is of no
Pigeon
use
post.
in this whole game here.
1950.
I guess I'll go with Marie. Oh, this works out well. Marie gets 4.
Oh.
4 chemistry.
Oh,
I only
fancy
need 3. And her physics means nothing here. So I claim another one.
All right. Of course, I only have 2 on there.
Yep, I have 5. So let's see. That's
It's always good
2.
you can get 1 token on there, so you get something at least.
Dude, I kind of wish I'd have kept that star now. I'm going to take the invention.
I want to be. I didn't want the invention. All right. Well, then I'll take. Goodness me. Goodness me. Goodness me.
Here, you decide.
I'm going to take. Thanks for showing me what I have a choice of. I'm going to take the 2 because Benjamin needs a 2.
All right. We almost put another coffee on the floor.
I'm just getting crazy now.
And it's back to you again.
Back to me. All right, so I'm gonna play. No, you know. All right, I'm gonna play Benjamin. He's gonna go to work. He's got 2 physics, but he doesn't have any math, so we'll just go with that for now.
Wow, my options aren't too good right now unless I rest. Well, I'll put Edison to work. A little bit. One of those, and his mechanical means nothing there, so.
Yeah. This is hard because Ada Lovelace is the only person I have who has math, but she only has 1.
Well, you're going to have to do something about that.
It goes slow.
Well, you're going to win that one. I can't possibly win that one.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be finished first.
Okay, I have nothing I can do, so I have to rest.
Okay. I'm going to, I'm going to use Antoine because he does have 4 chemistry. So it doesn't hurt anything to throw this on here to get something. If that, for any reason that goes first, can't hurt anything.
Well, I'll get Einstein involved here.
Oh, good. Finish that one out.
That
Yay.
finishes that one out.
Thank you for doing
but
that.
You get the.
No, you get it.
Oh no, I
You
get
finish
that
it
because
out.
I finished it. But you're gonna
I get to
first
choose
pick.
first because I have the most cubes.
Yep.
And
I don't think we explained that one yet either, by the way.
the one that looks like a piece of chocolate.
Yeah. That one, so this one lets you just put 2 additional cubes down. You have to spend this, but you get to put 2 additional cubes down.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about taking that one.
As you're using,
But
putting
no,
someone to work.
I'm taking the 3. I want to
Okay.
increase her math to 3. Ada.
Yep.
Okay. And which one are you going to choose then?
Well then, let's see, that's a 3. I don't need the 3. I'm going to take the chocolate.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a piece of chocolate. I don't know what
They're
it
not
is.
chocolate.
But, all right, so nobody takes the minute. And then this one goes bye-bye because nobody, again, the end of the age, nobody gets the last one. All right, now we're on the last age. So, you get the token. You can start doing tokens.
Oh yeah. Still like last time.
Yeah. Again, these get a little harder.
These are all a lot newer. The 18 and 1900s involved here.
Like the telephone.
Yes. The cinematograph.
While you're doing that,
Telegraph.
I gotta get happy pants. Oh, fancy pants.
Yes, telephone. phone.
I have to tell you, this is damn good wine for something I didn't think was very expensive.
I am enjoying it.
Fancy Pants from California. Doesn't say who the vineyard is, though. Napa Valley, though, of course.
Napa Valley.
We have to go to California this year.
Hopefully that vineyard didn't get hit by the fires too hard.
We haven't been to Napa in a while.
Yep. Ooh, the Led Zeppelin. No, just the Zeppelin. Sorry.
All right. Well, you finished out that last one.
Yep.
Did you not?
Yes, I claimed the last one. Okay. So you. So
I go first.
You go first.
All right. Well, I only have one person not working right now, but she said but.
Wow, this is getting better with each other.
No, it's only a little cheese with it though. Wisconsin after this. All right.
Somebody invent the cheese grater? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. James Watt, my last guy I can actually do something with here. I'm going to go ahead and use that and put it on, what do I need most? I think I'm going to put it on the telephone.
Okay.
Because he's got two mechanics.
Well, I'm going to use Marie.
Every time he says Marie, for some reason, I think Marie Calendar. And he feels like, no, it's not.
You know, I thought we could get through the whole game without you calling her Marie Calendar. Because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to accidentally call her Marie Calendar.
I don't know why I even think like that. Because I have an Aunt Marie. I've got Maries in my life, I know. Why do I keep thinking
Here
Marie
she
Calendar?
is trying to cure cancer, and instead I'm thinking about a little... Sorry.
Okay. All right. Only thing I can do on my turn is refresh. So your turn again.
Okay. Wish I could use...
I keep forgetting I have a coffee cup. I'll do that later.
Let's, I'll go with Tesla. Yeah, I really should have upgraded him.
Oh, mamma mia. Let's see. I don't want to really finish that out. I'm going to use Ada. I was called a Marie. I'm going to use my Marie. She's got 3 math now. And she's got 1 mechanic, but I can't use the mechanic on this one right now, but I'll use the 3 math.
Right. Let's see. I've got...
I've got happy pants. Fancy pants.
You do.
I think it's the purple hair that's making me goofy today.
All right, let me... I'll use Edison, and it'll be best for me to use him on this invention.
What is that thing? Oh, the Led Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin, yes.
Led Zeppelin.
Well, I'll give you Marie Calendar since I did that.
All right, I'm going to go use Mr. Benjamin. Here's what I'm going to do this turn, though. I'm going to use Benjamin for 2 physics.
You can't borrow my chocolate.
No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my coffee token to refresh my 2 that I have.
Ah, that's good.
For next turn.
Because you know what? That's all I can do.
Okay, that's good. With that being said, then, I'm going to use Benjamin again, even though I only can use him for one thing. It's the physics to do that.
I am not getting any of that, am I? Wow, that's not smart on my part. But I don't really. Well, I don't want to waste this on that.
Well, don't. You've got other things to accomplish.
I've got other things. Yes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Marie Curie to work on the Zeppelin.
Oh. I was in New York. I told you I was in New York.
One of these, and I'm going to spend my bricks or chocolate.
I like that. I like that token. That's a good token to have.
And I actually need another token. By the way, you're not limited, as we said before. You're not limited, so you don't have to get it. Just pretend we have one there, because I get this whole card. It's the first time we've run out of tokens. You get to keep the head too. I get to keep the head.
And I get nothing.
Nothing on that. So it doesn't help my cause over there, but wow, 3 victory points or a 4. Which do I want? That's taken care of. That's
I'm trying to get the cat. Didn't work out.
I need the 4 over.
Oh, there's a cat behind me. In case you don't, that's Miss Hiss of Miss Hiss Productions, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting rid of the Zeppelin.
A lot of noise behind us. Hey, cut it out.
Stop, we're taping here.
Miss Hiss is like, this is my company. I can do what I want. All right, did you do anything? All right, you're done.
Yes, I pitched the rest.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and play Antoine to finish out my telephone. Woohoo!
All for you.
So I claim the telephone. I also claim the head.
You get the head.
So funny. Goodness me, let me think about this really logically, really quick. Do I need a 2 on anybody before I assume to not take it? Yeah, no. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 victory points.
Yep.
Honestly, you know what? I'm going to take the invention because honestly, it also has 3 victory points.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten an invention yet, and I just thought, why not?
Yeah. These numbers too, you can exceed that number. It doesn't have to be exact, but you know, that's inefficient.
You got to figure out how many victory points you'll get regardless, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put Einstein to work. 4 and 3, again, I'm way exceeding this, but I get that.
Jeez, we're just like...
Yeah, well, I can't seem to... There's no zeros out here. I need a 0, so that run's not doing me any good, but let's see.
Yeah, too bad one of those
do
star tokens
that,
come up
or
again
do I
for you.
want the 3? I'll take the 3. Yeah, there were no star tokens, so that did not help me out. And who needs, I guess Nikola Tesla could use some help. No chocolate, no cinematograph, or whatever however you pronounce it. 1 left.
Who's going to get it? Let's see.
That was my bust, by the way.
I'm talking about bust. I'm going to play James Watt, because he has 2 mechanics. Okay.
Well, I'm going to play Tesla. Let's see, he's got 2 of these, and I need 1 more of these, 3 of these.
Got enough on there? Ada's going to come through with 3 math.
Edison, and I am completely working now, so I can't claim anything yet.
This is going to be a problem because I can't do anything now. I have to refresh.
And so do I.
Okay,
So
oh
it's
good.
Back to you.
Well, that's good. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and use Benjamin Franklin to play 2 physics and a mechanic. I'm still not done yet. But here's where probably you'll be done now.
Yeah. Do I want to claim that one, but then you get the best of it, or I'll just claim this one? So who can? Oh no.
Oh, maybe you can't.
Oh no.
I do something.
I
Don't be
can't claim
fussing
it.
too much.
I can't. Well, either way, I'm going to lose out on something. So I'm gonna go for this one, so I get a piece of it.
All right, so that one's done.
Yep.
You get to keep the head, not that it matters anymore. So obviously, I get first dibs on what to get on that one.
See what happened there is I couldn't claim that card. So
I'm just gonna get rid of this because we can't get it anyway.
yeah.
So take all your cubes, and then what to do? Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good, that 4. And I probably should, I'm going to mention this just because we're on the last card of the game. You can actually take a token, and if you need a 1 on something, all the tokens have a 1 on the back.
Yeah.
So if you need to increase somebody to a 1 that has nothing, you can actually do that. And I'm looking at mine really quick, and there really isn't, even if I put a 1 on one of the ones, actually I could do, I am going to do that. I'm going to take that victory points of 2, and I'm going to change it to a 1. The reason why is if I put it on Benjamin Franklin, I'm going to explain this. He needed 2 physics, he needed 2 mechanics, and he needed 1, you get to choose something yet.
Oh, I do.
And 1 math. And he gets actually 6 victory points when I complete that versus the 2 I could have had or the 3 that was on the card. So that's why sometimes you got to really think about what you're doing.
Let's see, can this help me get somebody over the top?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Can you get somebody to a point where...
Yes, I can. So, now, it doesn't, it's a 4 or a 1. This one doesn't really matter if I flip it or not, but
all right,
I'll do that.
so then
that
that's the end of that. Okay, so now the game is over, and then we count victory points. So how do you count victory points? Number 1 is you count any tokens you might have with a victory point. Number 2, you count the victory points on your invention cards.
Yep.
If you have a run of cards with that little blue number of 0 through whatever, you'd actually add up those as points. But Phil, unfortunately, I have nothing.
I didn't have the 0.
He didn't have
I had
the
the
0.
1, 2, 3. So these are just the victory points themselves.
And then if you have somebody like I have, like Benjamin Franklin, who meets all the needs of the card, you get that victory point. So there's 4. So go ahead, let's add them up. I probably lost.
Looks like I have 23.
I have 16 points. And just I'll show you how I got the 16 just so everybody cares. So I have 3 on there, 4 and 5. Ada met all her requirements, so he had a 3 and a 1.
Wait, 3, 5, 7.
Oh, 7, sorry, 7.
Yep.
Plus 3 is 10. Antoine did not meet the needs. Benjamin did meet all of his needs, so that's another 6. And James did not.
Okay, so there's your 16.
There's my 16, so
Yep.
I definitely did not get it. Phil got it. So Phil wins this game.
Yay!
You get more fancy pants. But regardless, I really think this game is cute. It's learning experience, especially if you have younger folks and even people like me who just don't have a clue who James Watt was. Honesty. It plays pretty fast, as you can see. The game plays pretty fast with the 3 different ages. And I just think it's a really fun, cute, maybe even a filler game, depending if you have a really big game night with a bunch of friends and you just want to play something a little easier, a little more calm, not too hard thinking.
Yep.
This is a great game. So anyway, check out Legendary Inventors by Asmodee.
Yep.
And see you next month on Table for Two show.
Bye.
Fancy pants.
Table for Two show created by